Alright, so hi guys, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to make certain parts of this thing right here, which is called an Osusowake file, which is translated share file. It's basically excessive items that you have in your house that you want to share with other people because, you know, you just have so much of it and you know you're not going to deplete it. So that's what I'm making. And I'm making the base of this thing out of this plastic right here, which is like a document folder. I don't really know what the proper name of it is in other countries, but I'm basically going to cut it so that I don't have the little cave-in part where it's just easy for you to open the file. So I'm just going to make it into a rectangular shape by cutting it off. And next thing I'm going to do right here is I am going to be putting out the thickness of the file itself. I like to make mine a little bit in a rectangular shape because it's just so much more convenient that way. So what it should be is that if you do use if you are going to use a magnet closure like the ones I am showing, you will want to measure the thickness of your magnetic tape, and then you're gonna mark it out and add maybe about 0.5 centimeters or so to it, just so that you have a little bit of leeway. And you're going to do it to both ends of this clear file. For me, my magnetic closure is about 1 centimeter in width, so I am going to do the 1.5 on this one right here. And then I'm going to crease it right in the middle of this actual file now. And oh yeah, I am using X-Acto knife here, but you should know that I'm not cutting completely the whole thing. Is just to make a little dent so that it's a little bit easier to bend without it creasing in some awkward location. Now that I've actually creased it in the middle, I'm going to put that as the center, and then I'm going to measure out again 1.5 around it. So it should be about 7.5 milliliters, I guess. Just, you know, just so that you get the equal parts, I guess. And I'm just kind of using the grid and I'm cheating. I'm just looking at 1.5 should be around this. So yeah, that's how I'm doing mine. Then I am going to be creasing it. I don't think it's completely necessary, but it's just that this is like a guideline for me when I actually fold it up. So yeah. And then the next thing I'm going to show you guys is how to put the magnetic closure that I've been talking about. So the magnetic closure is made with this magnet tape that I have. So it is cuttable with a pair of scissors. It's very simple. And so you're going to measure how much you want to use, and then what you're going to do is you're going to cut your first piece, and then you're going to cut another piece with the same tape. So you're just going to use the last one you cut to measure out about the exact same length. It's going to be a little bit off because nobody's perfect. But yeah, and then you're going to put it together on the non-adhesive side. The white side is adhesive, by the way. So you're going to peel off one of the adhesives, and then you're going to put one of the magnets on the... You're going to put one side of the magnet, so the piece, the adhesive side, you're going to put it on one of the ends. And then you're going to connect it with the other piece together so that you know where to close the other side. And you're going to peel off the backing off. You're going to peel the backing off the second piece, and you are now going to fold it like you want to fold it, and just put the magnet on. And it's pretty simple. And now you have a closed item. Now you're going to cover the magnets with these paper. Now you can use any type of paper, really. I am using probably scrapbooking paper, but it's really cheap actually. They listed as wrapping paper. I got this in Daiso, I think. Well, it's either Daiso or Seria. I don't really remember. Actually, I'm pretty bad at that. But yeah, you're gonna get one of them, and then you're just gonna glue it onto the plastic file. Yeah, you can also use wrapping paper if you want. I'm actually going to use that on the inside of the thing. So here we go. And if you do want to spread the glue, which I am using a liquid one because it spreads a lot more evenly personally compared to a glue stick, because my glue stick likes to dry very instantaneously, and it doesn't really work. It's not very efficient when I do large projects. So I'm using this liquid glue, and to actually spread the liquid glue, I don't want to rub it on the paper side because the paper will tear. So you want to spread it while your hand is on the plastic side, not the paper side, if you get what I mean. And I'm just kind of reinforcing the edges. You don't really have to, because in the end this is going to be completely covered and you're going to use washi tape to cover the edges as well, but I just feel like I'm going to ruin it while I'm making it, so that's the main reason why I'm actually doing this. I am using both liquid glue and craft glue at the same time, because those are just near me, and I kind of grab whatever glue is near me, so I'm really sorry about that. Now that I've got it going, I'm just kind of enforcing the edges of the folds, I guess, just so that it looks a lot cleaner. When you actually do it with liquid glue, some parts of it will actually kind of like flake off. So I'm just kind of reinforcing the shape of it. And on the outside of these perimeters, after you put both sides on, you're going to put washi tape on it. So moving on, we are now going to be talking about how to make these little clear envelopes. And these are the materials you're going to use. You're going to use a plain card cover, and then you're going to use a sticker. Well, this is optional, but I use a sticker, I use washi tape, and then I used a magnet. So first things first, you're going to fold the plastic trading card cover kind of sleeve thing, and you're going to cut off one side of it off, and this is going to be the flap part of this little envelope. It's pretty simple, and I'm having a little bit of an issue actually cutting this off. If you aren't careful, you're going to cut the other half of it off as well, and then you're not going to have an envelope. So yeah, I learned it the hard way because I've messed up like 3 or 4 times. So I started using a pair of scissors that weren't really functional because they were all icky gooed from glue and stuff. So I had to pick up another pair of scissors, and I'm sorry, it's off camera a little bit. But yeah, now that I've made that little pocket, we're gonna actually now put washi tape on the edges so it looks a little bit more cleaner, and you won't have that weird bend on it as frequently. Like, I know it will bend over time possibly, and you're gonna get like that weird awkward crease, but I think covering it with washi tape kind of reduces the risk of it kind of creasing in an awkward location. So yeah, you can do that. And you're gonna do it on the left side, the right side, and then also the top. Alright, and now we're gonna fold it over, and now you've got the basic envelope shape, and I'm gonna be using a sticker just because I want to cover the magnet that I'm gonna be putting in. And it doesn't have to be a magnet sheet. You can kind of use the magnet tape that I've already shown you guys in the first half of this video already. I just had this kind of lingering around, so I'm just using it. This magnetic sheet is a little bit weaker in terms of how magnetized it is, so I'm not going to suggest you go and actually go get one, because I think the magnet tape actually does a better job, at least the ones that I have. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually paste this onto the top half, and after you get it on the top part, you're just going to fold it over with the other magnet already on it. It's kind of like the same way we did the outer external cover of the item. So we fold it around, and we're pretty much done right here. All I'm going to do after this is I'm just going to put the little sticker on top of it, just so that I can cover the magnet on the envelope, and we're pretty much done. Later on, I'll just put like a double-sided tape on the back side so you can actually stick it onto the Osusowake file. And yeah, it's done. Now the next thing I'm going to show you guys is how to make an accordion file. This is not exactly the greatest example, so you're going to see the finished item in the very end, but it's basically a folder, accordion folder, so yeah. Now what you're going to do is you're going to use tracing paper. It doesn't have to be tracing paper actually, you can use any type of paper, but I just kind of prefer tracing paper so that people actually know what's inside them a little bit, because you know there's a little bit of ghosting going on. Now I already kind of measured out how much it should be, but you're basically going to be using a folded piece of paper for the file itself. So we're going to make I want to make about 3 slits, so that's exactly what I'm doing right here. Anyways, the little top part that you see, the little excessive piece right there, I'm going to be cutting it off, and that's just going to be the excessive area. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to be covering the edges with washi tape, and this is the part where you actually put your hand in, so it is the long part of it, and yeah, here we go. We're just going to put washi tape on the edge of this thing. So I'm just using my green as a guide reference, so you don't really have to use something like this. You can just kind of put it on randomly, I guess. I just kind of wanted it to not look too awkward because I'm terrible when it comes to putting on washi tape straight. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put the tape here, and then we're going to just repeat it on the other side of this as well. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to just tape the edges together so it makes like a little pocket to begin with. And it's pretty simple. All you have to do is you take your washi again and you're just going to cover the edges. So nothing too special about that right here. Alright, so after you've got all the covers done, what you're going to do is you're going to want to use double-sided tape now, and we're just going to put it on two parts of the thing, and we're going to put it on the external layer. So we're going to put one right around there, which is not, you don't put it completely towards the edge, you just kind of put it midway, I guess. Not too much, maybe open about 1 or 2 centimeters away from the edge, because that makes it accordion-ish, I guess. So here I actually cut my double-sided tape into half because it was just too thick, just for me. It doesn't have to be. So I'm kind of measuring it right here because I didn't do that beforehand. I'm really sorry about that. I just kind of winged this because I haven't actually made that many accordion files. I'm really sorry about that. So what you're going to do, you're just going to take off the other side, and then you're just going to put another one of these pockets that you've already made on top of each other, and you just keep repeating that for the whole thing. Alright, so that done, we basically have our accordion file like this right here. It's pretty simple, and all you have to do is just kind of put this on one of those Osusowake files itself. You're going to put double-sided tape on the same exact areas once more, and yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory and it's pretty simple to do. Alright, and besides this, I don't really have anything else to say, so hopefully you guys kind of get the idea of how to make one. It's just basically a mix and match of everything. You can put folders, you can put extra files like the accordion file that I just showed you how to make, and be creative. Everybody likes to be creative, it's just fun that way. And yeah, hopefully I've explained it enough for you guys to actually understand how to make an Osusowake file to a certain extent, and hopefully I'll catch you guys again in another video. Bye guys!